Yes, yes, we are here. We are finally here. LKB. We are finally here. LK Bullies is here to stay. Get into it. Matter of fact, we got a choice. You gotta get into it. LK Bullies is on the right. Let's out. Now I know what some of you thinking. You're thinking like, who is LKB? Who is LK Bullies? Matter of fact, who are you? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you all that. I'm gonna tell you where LK Bullies started from. I'm gonna tell you where we're headed with LK Bullies. I'm gonna let you know everything you need to know about LKB. Well, briefly about what you need to know about LKB in this video. Me, I'm Carl, the K in LK Bullies. The L in LK Bullies is the lovely, the beautiful Liana. It's my girl. There you have LK Bullies, Liana and Carl Bullies. Alright? Now a little bit about how it came about was, okay, since I was little, anybody that know me, you know, will let you know I've been wanting a dog since I was a little boy. You know what I mean? And wasn't able to get one. Mom grew up with dogs. You know, her life, her and my uncles, you know what I'm saying, in the house, German Shepherds. And my grandmother had a German Shepherd when I was younger. That was like my dog, you know what I'm saying, but it really wasn't. So I would go over there and spend time with the dog, whatever the case may be. But my mom never wanted one in our house, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was always, when I got a little older, I started asking my mom, Mom, can I please have a dog? You know, this, that, and the other. She's like, no, I want a dog in the house. You know, hey, that's how parents are. That's how I was. You know, I was young. So I kind of let that go for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then, as I got a little older, I was offered this white pit bull. Like 6-7-week-old pit bull. Beautiful white pit bull. It was a boy. I mean, he was beautiful. And it was given to me by my uncle's wife's sister, Janice. I don't know if y'all call it my uncle's wife's sister, Janice. My Auntie Hattie, you know what I'm saying, her sister, Janice Sims. Alright? You know what I'm saying? So she had a couple of pit bulls, you know what I mean? And she wanted to get some away. She didn't want to keep them all out of her litter. So, you know, brung him home to my mother. Showed my mother, like, Mom, look how cute he is, you know, all this stuff. Yeah, she wasn't having that, you know what I mean? So, that being said, I couldn't keep the puppy. Make a long story short, that's what happened. So then I got married. You know, me and my wife, you know, she grew up with pit bulls, you know, around her with kids and stuff. You know, that whole scenario with pit bulls and how they're vicious and they attack people and this and the other. But she proved otherwise. Her dad had, you know, several of them. You know what I'm saying? But then my wife was tired of, you know, dogs. So she didn't want a pit bull around. So I was into pit bulls, you know, for a little bit. And then, unfortunately, me and her got a divorce. You know what I'm saying? We're not together no more, but we had a beautiful baby girl out of that. And that's the reason why she was like, yeah, I don't want pit bulls around the baby, you know, because I don't want a dog biting my baby. Lord forbid, I'll kill it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, we don't believe in animal cruelty over here, so we ain't going to do that. But when I left her, my first agenda, one of my first things was like, I got to get a dog. But I was thinking a pit bull. But then I was like, no, I don't want a pit bull. So I recalled a situation. I recalled, you know, my guy having a dog when I was young, when we was younger, growing up. His name is Avery, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. Wawa. Big ups to Wawa. Because little do you know, you are the inspiration behind LK Bullies. You really are. Because if it hadn't been for you in Dallas, this would not be. Anyway, so my guy Wawa had a American Bulldog. Well, he had a dog that was just raw. Her name was Dallas. I'll never forget her. She was one of the best dogs I had seen in my life at that time. I mean, she was beautiful. She was white with like a red fawn brindle. I mean, she was beautiful. And everybody thought it was just this beefed up, muscled up, bigger, you know, at the wither, this taller pit bull. So I asked him, I said, wow, what kind of dog is that? He was like, it's an American Bulldog. I'm like, an American Bulldog? So it's not a pit, is it in a pit family where he was like, yeah, kind of, but no, it's not, it's a Bulldog, but it's, you know, kind of, sort of. So I was like, okay. Cool. I mean, she was just gorgeous, muscle out of this world. I'm talking about she was ripped. I'm like, man, I love, I gotta see about that. That's I like pit bulls and they all ripped, but they smaller. But this dog was a bigger pit bull, with a better temperament. I mean, Dallas was great. Like, you can come up to and pet her. Well, certain people, and let's put that out there. Certain people can come up to a pet or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was just this great, phenomenal dog I had seen. So when I got older, like I said, going back into getting a divorce, got into wanted to get a dog. Okay, so me and my girl moved in. Me and Liana moved in together, and I told her about my passion about I wanted a dog, and she was like, okay, well, let's agree on what type of breed we want. She was like, a pit bull is out of the question. We cannot get a pit bull. It's out of the question. So I was like, okay. Well, we started thinking of breeds. Well, then first we had a Siberian Husky. We were gonna get that because I thought that all pretty and cute or whatever. She thought they were pretty. So, but come to find out, our building, we can't have Siberian Huskies, and we can't have American Pit Bull Terriers, which, may I add, are great dogs. Let's not get that twisted. American Pit Bull Terriers are great dogs. Great with kids. All of that. That stereotype is wrong. It's not the breed, it's the breeder. For all you folks out there. But yeah, so I went back to what my guy Wawa had, American Bulldog. So I started studying, started doing my research. I mean, this was just a phenomenal dog to me. Started seeing pictures, started looking at pedigree, learning more about the breed. Great with kids, great temperament. I mean, they have an on and off switch. Unlike sometimes, I don't mean to bash you pit bull people, but unlike sometimes, pit bulls do not have an off switch sometimes, depending on how the breeder breeds. Y'all know about that out there. The breeders out there, you know what I'm talking about. So, but the American Bulldog had an on and off switch. They can be a little dog aggressive, but okay, that's okay. But as far as kids, and they're at the top as far as being compatible with kids and being great with kids. So we talked about that. I told her about that. She was like, oh, okay, well, whatever, So I just got into the American Bulldog, which is now, since I got into it, and it first started and just want a dog, and then I started reading more. Then it became into I want to breed when I retire. Then it started when I breed from when I retire, because I'm like this. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a spontaneous person. I'm out. Like, if I get an idea in my head, I'ma go with it. Any of you that know me know that I'ma go with it. I get that from my father. Shout out to my father. You know what I'm saying? I get that from him. That entrepreneur, when it come in my head, if God gave it to me and God gave me the go ahead to go, I'm gonna do it. Point blank, period. And this was one of those ideas that it just sounded great to me, and I prayed on it. And he said, yes, it's cool. All right, well, let's go. Full fledged ahead. I started doing more and more research, more and more studying, and yeah, pretty much, with my girlfriend, me and her going back and forth, but she finally agreed, what, baby, if that's what you want to do, you do you. Cool. So that's why you have now LKB, breeder of fine American Bulldogs, LK Bullies. We here, like I said, we here, and we ain't going nowhere. LKB. Swag.